What if, one morning, Earth simply woke up 10 times closer to the sun? No warning, no celestial negotiations, just an unexpected change of address, straight into the inner solar furnace. At our current orbit, sunlight is warm, pleasant, and generally non-fatal. But move Earth 10 times closer, and the gentle 1,361 watts per square meter we enjoy turns into more than 100,000 watts. That's not a hot day. That's the surface of Mercury wearing a flamethrower. Within minutes, daylight stops being something you can look at. The sky turns white, not because of clouds, but because the atmosphere itself is scattering an overwhelming flood of photons. You could step outside to admire the view, but you'd experience the approximate sensation of jumping onto a skillet in a restaurant kitchen. The air temperature skyrockets, passing 100 degrees Celsius before you even reach for sunscreen. Your sunscreen, by the way, is now a bubbling chemical soup. In under an hour, oceans begin to boil. At first, it looks like a global hot tub, massive pillars of steam rising from every body of water. But that pleasant imagery doesn't last long. As the oceans vaporize, the steam forms a dense, choking blanket around the planet. The humidity hits 100%, then breaks the scale entirely. You're no longer breathing air, you're breathing soup. Every coastline vanishes under swirling plumes of superheated mist, and sea levels technically rise, but only because they're now floating above you. As the steam thickens, the atmosphere inflates like a balloon on the verge of popping. Pressure climbs to dozens of times its normal value. If you could still stand on the surface, which you can't, your lungs wouldn't collapse from vacuum, but from being squeezed shut like empty juice boxes. Meanwhile, continents heat up so fast they start to crack. Asphalt melts, metals soften, and anything containing water tries to burst like popcorn. Plants evaporate, animals evaporate, your neighbor's hedge evaporates. Entire forests turn into instant steam clouds, releasing so much vaporized biomass that the air momentarily smells like overcooked broccoli before losing all recognizable scent because the air molecules themselves begin breaking apart. Within a day, Earth enters a full runaway greenhouse stage. The surface temperature passes 400 degrees Celsius, then 700 degrees Celsius, then keeps climbing. The oceans are gone, not low, not shallow, gone. The ground glows dull red. Volcanoes erupt not because of tectonic stress, but because everything underneath is now the consistency of hot soup. Rocks begin to soften, turning the crust into a sluggish, bubbling, planetary stew. At this point, the atmosphere thick with water vapor, carbon dioxide, and incinerated, everything absorbs even more radiation from the sun, trapping heat with near-perfect efficiency. Earth becomes a pressure cooker the size of a planet. Eventually, the steam begins escaping into space, molecule by molecule. Over thousands of years, the planet dries out completely, leaving behind a scorched, airless world not unlike Mercury, except larger and with a faint aroma of boiled ocean lodged forever in the rocks. And somewhere out there, far away at the sun's original safe distance, Mars is quietly enjoying your former orbit, wondering where its unexpectedly warm weather came from.